I hope you are all well, and, as always, you are on our channel to follow the latest developments and interesting analyses of your favorite historical series. Dear viewers, a short while ago, the third trailer of Kuruluş Orhan episode 17 was released. This short but very exciting trailer has raised many new questions and predictions in the minds of the fans of the series. Even the few seconds of scenes shown in the trailer have brought the story to such a point that almost everyone is now asking the same question. What will happen next? Right now, the most talked about question on social media and among the followers of the series is this: will Flavius die in the new episode? The reason why this question has become so important is some news that has emerged in recent days. According to these reports, it is said that two important characters in the series will soon say goodbye to the story. This claim naturally created great curiosity among the viewers. Now everyone is trying to guess who these two characters might be. So could one of these characters be Flavius? Or will a completely different important character leave the series? In today's video, we will discuss exactly this topic. By taking into account the scenes we saw in the trailer and the current flow of the story in the series, we will try to make a logical analysis. However, before continuing the video, we have a small request from you. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, subscribe now and also turn on the notification bell. In this way, you can be the first to know about the new videos we publish. Dear viewers, as you know, this week the new episode of the Kuruluş Orhan series was not broadcast at its usual time. Last week the episode was not aired and was postponed. This situation saddened the fans of the series a little because everyone was waiting for the new episode with great excitement. However, to make this waiting a little more exciting, the producers released 3 different trailers, one after another. These trailers increased the tension and curiosity in the series even more. When we evaluate the 3 trailers together, we can understand that the new episode will witness quite important events. From what we saw in the trailers, Orhan Bey falls into a very dangerous situation. It seems as if his enemies have drawn him into a trap. He is surrounded from every side, and at first glance, the chance of escape seems quite low. But everyone who knows Orhan Bey also knows that he is not only a brave warrior, but also a very intelligent leader. Even in the most difficult moments, he manages to find a way out. In fact, we see hints of this in the trailer as well. It seems that Orhan Bey somehow manages to escape from this dangerous situation. However, his enemies have no intention of leaving him alone, and they continue to chase him constantly. The most striking scene of the third trailer was undoubtedly the scene where Orhan Bey and Asporsa jumped down from a high place. This scene was very dramatic and exciting. At that moment, it is shown to the audience as if there is no other escape route left. Therefore, Orhan Bey and Asporsa are forced to make such a dangerous decision in order to save their lives. Many people who watched this scene started asking this question: will they really be able to survive this danger? On the other hand, the political developments within the series have also begun to become increasingly complicated. In particular, the plans made by the character Shahin Shah to seize the throne attract attention. Shahin Shah is trying to increase his power through various intrigues and secret plans. However, it seems that these plans may not succeed in the long term, because Orhan Bey and the Alps who are loyal to him are always prepared against such conspiracies. Apart from this, another important development is Yiğit Bey being seriously injured. As we saw in the previous episode, Yiğit Bey was severely wounded and was brought to Bursa in an injured state. His condition worried many viewers, because some fans think that Yiğit Bey's story may now be approaching its end. But among all these events, the most talked about topic again became the character of Flavius. A scene shown in the third trailer particularly caught the attention of the viewers. In this scene, Flavius is seen reciting the Shahada. This was a very emotional and impressive scene. Many people who saw this scene immediately came to the following conclusion: will Flavius really die? However, when we analyze the story carefully, we think the situation may be a little different. In our opinion, the probability that Flavius will die in this episode is not very high. There are several reasons for this. First of all, the character of Flavius currently has a very important role in the story. It still seems possible to develop many new events and conflicts through him. For this reason, it does not seem very likely that the writers will remove this character from the story immediately. On the other hand, there are other characters in the series whose probability of death may be higher. For example, one of the first names that comes to mind could be Qasim. As you know, Qasim is Orhan Bey's son, and he is at a very critical point in the story. Considering the events developing around him and the direction of the story, some viewers think that Qasim might be martyred. Another possibility could be Yit Bey, because he is already in a severely injured condition, and in TV series, such situations are sometimes used to prepare for a dramatic death scene. The third possibility could be one of Orhan Bey's closest Alps. For example, Boran Alp or another loyal warrior could be on this list. In series, the deaths of such characters are usually used to add an emotional impact to the story. And finally, if we return again to the subject of Flavius. Even though we saw him reciting the Shahada in the trailer, this scene may not necessarily mean death. Sometimes such scenes are deliberately chosen in trailers to mislead the audience. Therefore, according to our prediction, the possibility that Flavius will die in this episode is quite low. Of course, we should not forget one thing here. The producer of the series is Mehmet Bozda. In his storytelling, unexpected events and surprising developments often occur. For this reason, it is not always easy to make a definite prediction. Perhaps in the new episode, a very big surprise that no one expects may happen. But one thing is certain, Kuruluş Orhan episode 17 will be very important in terms of the story and will present many surprises to the viewers. That is why the fans of the series are waiting for the new episode with great impatience. Now we would like to ask you, what do you think will happen in the new episode? Will Flavius really die? Or will the character who leaves the series be someone completely different? Be sure to share your thoughts with us in the comments. If you liked our video, please do not forget to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. May Allah protect you.